So inside of Team Rawr, we are starting off the week with back-to-back wins on SPY and SPX call option. Back-to-back 50% profit returns each. I'm going to be breaking down the trades that we ended up making today towards the end of this lesson. First things first, we have to get into the new money-making game plan. For those of you who used last night's game plan, you should have had a phenomenal green day, as I made it very clear within the game plan. If the SPY gaps up, the focus is going to be to buy call options at the break and retest levels. 599 and 600 were two of the break and retest levels that I gave you. And towards the end of last night's video, I even said, if the SPY has a big gap up in the morning, you can look to buy put options towards the 60130 gap. Surely enough, once that gap closed into the market open, it formed a red bearish 30 candlestick confirmation. Then it started to sell off to the break and retest level. And then it started to bottom out, forming many 30-minute bullish candlestick wicks at that break and retest 599 level for the reversal and for the bullish trend day. You could have crushed it both ways if you stayed till the end of that video and utilized the game plan. So with that being said, I'm going to be breaking down the overall chart on the SPY. I'm going to be teaching you step-by-step how to trade it, and I'm going to give you the new money-making game plan that I have prepared for us. Let's get straight into it. So in terms of the SPY, what I want you to understand is this heading into tomorrow, right? So based off of this daily chart pattern that is currently occurring, this is what I have to say, in terms of the plan. It's going to be very simple. If the SPY has a bigger gap up like it did today, so in terms of today, the SPY ended up having a nice gap up. And towards the end of last night's video, I literally said, if we just open up with a bigger gap up, 597.50 all the way to 601.30, and we fill this gap that's waiting to fill earlier into the day at 601.30, you can try put options if there is a red bearish 30-minute candlestick confirmation. So we're going to be going with the same game plan, just a different level. In terms of the SPY, you need to understand, if we are going to have a gap and go, but the SPY is having a massive gap up, if we touch a key critical resistance level, such as the gap close reversal strategy, and then you're seeing a red bearish 30-minute candlestick confirmation, you can try to scalp puts, because what will likely happen is first, instead of having the gap and go right out the gate, it's going to try to drop first and come back down a little bit, not necessarily to fill the gap that's waiting to fill below, but to potentially bottom at previous break and retest levels. This was the breakout level right here at 599. Like I had told you, if we have a nice breakout and then we open up towards 601.30, red bearish 30-minute candlestick confirmation, drops back down, previous resistance right here, 599, break and retest, buy the dip, all of the bullish 30-minute candlestick confirmations. There's a clear floor for hours above the break and retest resistance level. And the overall trend was supposed to be bullish if we gap up. But if we're just opening up with a big gap up and there's a red bearish 30-minute candlestick confirmation towards the key gap close reversal trade strategy, you can buy puts. So it's the same fucking game plan. It's the same game plan, just new levels. In terms of the new levels, it's going to be simple. The SPY ended up closing at 603.05, right? So in terms of the levels of interest that you need to be paying attention to, you need to be aware that the SPY has been consistently reversing at the gaps, even if it wasn't with the overall trend. So the highest gap that is waiting to fill above is right here, 606.79. You also have a lot of major resistance at 606.41. So this upper 606 level, if you're seeing red bearish 30-minute candlestick confirmations towards the open heading into tomorrow, you're seeing resistance above 606, above 607, right? In between that zone, where the higher the fucking better, scalp the put options. That's going to be the game plan. If we open up with a big fucking gap up, we're going to focus on puts first. Now, in terms of the levels for calls, if we're gapping the fuck up, the trend will attempt to be bullish, but we need to be buying at the oversold levels, which is going to be the lower break and retest levels. So in terms of the break and retest levels, this is what I want to break down on as of now, right? So in terms of the 30-minute chart, 602.80, 602.80, 603, basically the previous closing price. We're having a small gap up. We're breaking out, drop back down, green, red, green, bullish pattern, previous resistance, reacts as support, SPY starts to trend up. So 603 will be the first level. What's the next resistance level above that where we can use the break and retest? The next resistance level you can say is 603.60 right here. You can also say 604, and you can also say right here towards 604.60. If we were to take a look at the daily chart in terms of other resistance levels, this is key. What I want you to understand heading into tomorrow is this. This is going to be very fucking important, man. The high of this, 602.48 and slightly under 602. If we go under that, react bearish, then the bears take control. As long as we're above that, break and retest levels towards the oversold levels. And then puts mainly focused towards the upper gap, but it's a better play for puts if we open up with a massive gap up, because SPY is going to be a little bit overextended, try to drop first, come back down to the break and retest levels like it did today. You got to understand that it would be more likely to drop in a sense if it opened up with a big gap up rather than a small gap up and then just slowly uptrending towards the upper resistance levels for a drop later on. It's just common sense. That's why I said towards the end of that overall lesson in terms of market structure that if we're opening up with a big gap up, wait to buy calls, look for puts at the gap for reversal, and then when it drops back down to the break and retest levels, buy the fucking calls. So that's the main levels, man. Break and retest strategy, right? Going to be focusing on 603 previous closing price. Going to be looking at 603.60. Going to be looking at 604, and I'm going to be looking at 604.60, right? In terms of your overall profit targets, we can go as high as 606.50 to 606.80, right? Open up with a big gap up like we did today, then keep an eye on puts, but only red bearish 30-minute candlestick confirmations. Puts first at upper resistance levels if it's a massive gap up. If it's a small gap up or flat, look for calls at the break and retest levels. Big gap up, look for puts at the upper levels. We drop back down to the oversold break and retest levels. Buy calls there. It was just so fucking simple, man. It's like we literally had a big gap up. We finally closed the gap at 601.30. Red bearish 30-minute candlestick confirmation. The SPY drops back down, and it literally forms a fucking floor. Like if you didn't see this within 2 hours into the market open today, like you're fucking blind, man. I give you the exact level, 599. We break above the level, which is bullish, but SPY's overextended at first. Red bearish 30-minute candlestick confirmation at the fucking gap for a short-term reversal. There's a fucking floor, bottom wick, bottom wick, bottom wick, bottom wick, higher fucking support, breakout. Oh my gosh, how many times did we go over these particular 30-minute candlestick confirmations? Go back and watch the previous fucking lessons, man, and it's all at the break and retest levels. And I literally said gap and fucking go. Listen, man, based off of this fucking pattern that I'm seeing, it's just overall fucking bullish, man. SPY is just overall fucking bullish, man. So you can try puts at the upper levels if there's strong bearish 30-minute candlestick confirmations, but the overall fucking trend is bullish. The SPY is going to continue to fucking run. Within time, we will be getting those new all-time fucking highs, man. Focus on the trend, focus on the oversold dip buy levels that I fucking gave you, and understand for the short-term trend to shift a little bit bearish, we need to go under 602.30. If we go under 602.30, then the main level of calls is going to be towards the gap. The gap is at 597.50, 597.58, the gap from today. Next level below that, keep a strong fucking eye on 594, man. Look at this. This 594 break and retest level, strong breakout above 594, all the way to 600. And then you can see, man, when this drops back down to that 590.4, it's going to fucking pump. 594, great fucking level for calls. 591.70, great fucking level for calls, man. Those are the oversold levels for calls if the SPY flips bearish. If we go under 602.30, we flip bearish, we start to drop a little bit. Just understand, based off the pattern, the overall trend is maintaining bullish. So break and retest and calls at oversold fucking levels. Use the 30-minute candlestick confirmations. Going red and losing should be a personal fucking choice. If you use the game plan, you should have absolutely crushed it today, man. It was so fucking simple. Gap and go, strong bullish close, break and retest. I literally even told you, based off of how this fucking pattern looks that was setting up, it's likely just going to be a strong bullish fucking trend day. And I literally said towards the end, if we just open up with a gap up towards upper resistance, look for bearish 30-minute candlestick confirmation. It's going to drop first, then look for the break and retest. Break and retest was at my 599. 599 was resistance, gapped up above it, dropped back down. There's a floor for 2 fucking hours after reversing at the gap. It's forming higher support. It's turning previous resistance into support. It's going to fucking pump, man. 2 hours of fucking wicks at a break and retest with a pattern daily chart foundation where it's going to keep on fucking running for a strong bullish trend close. It's like, dude, who the fuck do you know is teaching you this fucking curriculum to make you money every single fucking day, man? So With that being said, that's the new fucking game plan. If you use it, you're going to fucking print. If you don't, well, you're going to fucking lose, dude. I don't know what to fucking tell you, man. If you want to make fucking money non-fucking stop, print and print 24/7. Use the fucking game plan. Now, in terms of the new overall game plan, this is what I want you to understand. So that was the new game plan. Now I'm going to break down the trades. So in terms of the overall trades, these are the trades that we ended up making today. So I'm going to get into this, man. So in terms of last night, I did end up buying, as you could see right here, man. I timed this perfectly back to fucking back, man. Let me find this fucking play, man. This was at right here last night, literally 9:36 fucking PM, man. We were buying Trump. We were literally buying Trump's meme coin in the $34 range, literally towards the lows. I was adding next fucking day, 12:24 a.m., literally adding at $33.70. I literally told everyone, man, the day just fucking started. Trump is up 1%. It's going to go up 20% plus today market. And I literally sold that trade, into later into the day at $44. I ended up getting out of that position at $44.37, something like that. So that was the one trade that I ended up making on the day. Like I said, man, money doesn't fucking sleep. If I see an opportunity to make fucking money, I'm calling it out in the fucking chat. In terms of the other trades that we ended up making today, these are the trades that Rawr personally called out. So as you can see, this is the newly updated morning game plan, right? Very, very fucking simple. It literally says to go fucking long at 599 and 600, which was the exact fucking lows of the fucking day. So the morning game plan tends to be like 100% fucking accurate, and it tells you exactly where to go long and where to go fucking short, right? Those are updated key levels, right? And then in terms of the 0-day options trade alert system, for those of you in the group, you get to experience that. But in terms of the trades that we ended up making, let's get into it. So the first trade that we ended up making was 12:51 p.m. In terms of the overall market, the way it's been moving throughout the past week, the movements have been a bit more slow. So when I say a bit more slow like this and things take more time to develop, there's going to be less trades and there's going to be a lot of sitting on hands. You have to understand, we're literally alerting the best trades fucking possible. So part of the process is to be patient and to adapt with the market accordingly. It could literally be one slow week and we'll adapt accordingly and keep things slow. And the next fucking week, it could be on fire, we'll adapt accordingly, and there'll be fucking 10 fucking trades a day. So you need to understand, it's going to vary week by week. This is a long-term fucking process. Some days there's going to be 1 to 2 trades. Other days there's going to be 10 fucking trades. We're adapting with the overall market. We're not here to just fucking trade to fucking trade. We're here to give you the best fucking trades that we can possibly give you. So understand that, man. It varies day by day. This is a long-term overall resulted, focused program, right? So in terms of today, I had the trade on the Trump meme coin, and then there was 2 more trades. So 12:51 p.m., this was the first options trade. We ended up buying 603 SPY calls at 42 cents a contract, right? So 42 cents a contract, 12:51 p.m. You go to these SPY fucking calls at 12:51 p.m. I'm going to break this down here for you. As you can see, this is where we ended up getting in. This was a phenomenal entry. We got in right here at 12:51 p.m. in the 40-cent range. It ended up going to 37 cents, and then it quickly went to 64 cents, So in terms of that particular trade, that's slightly above a 50% profit return. You get stopped out for overall profits, right? In terms of the overall analysis on the particular trade, if you go to SPY and we go to 12:50 p.m., so what we're going to do is we're going to go to 12:50 p.m. Let's take a look at the SPY chart. So in terms of the game plan, what was the game plan? To buy calls 599 to 600 range. So 599 resistance is right here. We had a breakout, SPY drops back down, it retest. 30-minute bullish candlestick confirmation. It's confirming a floor after it breaks above previous resistance, which is bullish. And I also told you it's going to have a strong gap and fucking go close in this particular situation. And it's pushing even fucking higher, which is more fucking bullish. So right here on the 30-minute chart, if you go to, 12:50 p.m., right? So in terms of this overall 30-minute candlestick, as you can see right around here, what is the SPY doing? It's forming higher support and it's breaking out above the previous day highs. Therefore, it's going to start to continue to run. If you were to measure the overall move could literally be from 599 to 601. So it could be a 2-point move of upside if you measure the overall move, if this previous resistance is forming a floor. And you can clearly see if you go back and you watch the previous content, man, this candlestick right here, these two 30-minute candlesticks, strong and bullish, the 30-minute candlesticks are closing. They are closing above the previous fucking highs. The previous high on the day is right fucking here. These two 30-minute candlesticks are literally closing strong and bullish above the previous day highs. And if you go back throughout the further videos in terms of confirmation, These two confirmations I talk about all the time, where it's just going to keep on fucking breaking out. And we were well aware that it was going to have a strong bullish trend day with the gap and go if SPY opens up with a gap and go. So in terms of that overall trade, that breaks down that trade. Now, as you can see the quotes are moving here in real time. You don't even have to check the fucking option quotes. Everything moves in real fucking time when it's at profit stops. And in terms of the next fucking trade, we had 6050 SPX calls for 125 cents a contract. And in terms of these calls, they quickly went in the fucking money, and these calls quickly went up 52%. So those two particular trades, you could have made a 50% profit return at the speed of light. In terms of the meme coin trade that I made on Trump, you could have quickly made a 30% profit return, right? So in terms of the overall trades, it was 3 for 3 today, and the overall gains was over 130%. Now, those were the trades that we ended up making. This was another successful green day within Team Rawr. Big shout out to the new members. Member recently just joined. Already made half of it back today. Big shout out to him. We have a lot of people with small accounts who are absolutely crushing it and consistently and learning and growing and gaining a lot of experience with us. But you can see, man, we have members who are getting results every single fucking day. We have plenty of members who are making $500 a day. We have plenty of members who are making $1,000 a day. We have some members who make 5 figures a week. Some members make 6 figures, a fucking month. With that being said, that was the overall trades. Like I said, man, if you literally just watched last night's fucking video, all you had to fucking do was say, dude, there's a fucking floor for 2 fucking hours at the break and retest level, plus the fucking SPY was at 601.50 that early into the fucking day. It's a no fucking brainer to buy the fucking calls. Do you understand? Like, how fucking more simple can it fucking be if you use the fucking game plan with the fucking curriculum that I fucking give you, right? It's like, dude, come on, man. I'm trying my best to literally give you the best game plans possible. You should be going green literally every single fucking day. You should have been fucking saying SPY's at 601.30. It formed a red bearish 30-minute candlestick confirmation. It's a little bit overbought now. You can attempt to scalp on puts up against the fucking trend. SPY's holding above 599. Previous resistance to react to support. It already hit 601.50 that fucking early. Fucking 2 hours of fucking consolidation. All the green bullish 30-minute candlestick confirmations, and then you have a higher fucking floor above the previous day fucking highs. So if you measure the move that happened earlier, 2-point move to the upside, 599 becomes support, it goes to 601, 2-point move to the upside. This is the new resistance. You have a break above resistance, higher fucking floor for 2 fucking hours, just like it was doing right here. So what's the measured move? 2-point move to the fucking upside. It's like, dude, this shit is so fucking simple. If you use the levels, you use the daily chart foundation that I've literally created, all this fucking curriculum is something that I've literally created. All these fucking game plans come from my fucking mind, my fucking heart, my fucking third eye. It's like, dude, if you use this fucking curriculum, you should be going green every single fucking day. I'm telling you, man, a lot of traders lose because they don't hold. Especially with fucking crypto. Oh my gosh, if you're trading fucking crypto, you have to fucking hold. It's just one of the problems with that is, it's not fucking options. These fucking options give you unlimited fucking leverage. It's so fucking easy to fucking hold them. With fucking crypto, you got to put in a lot of fucking money at times to make some fucking money, especially if you're trading fucking Trump coin in the fucking 30s, 30th fucking price, right? So it's just understanding, man, a lot of traders lose because they don't hold their fucking trades. If you hold your fucking trades, when the confirmations are at the fucking levels, you will fucking win. It's going to take time to play out. You're not going to be able to time the trades perfectly, but we're buying cheap, low risk, far out of the money option contracts. We're known for selling them deep in the money for the biggest percentage gains. We're known for holding them for long periods of time to maximize the overall returns. We don't use stop losses. The max risk per trade is what we put into the fucking contracts, right? So the most we lose is what we put in. What we put in is our max risk per trade, a couple percent of our account. So a lot of other traders, what they'll do is they'll size in heavy and their max risk will trade, they'll get stopped out. With us, there's no fucking stop loss. If our contracts expire worthless and go to zero, then we lose on the trade. If our contracts come back to life and go green, we get stopped out for profit because we set a profit stop. If our contracts go in the fucking money, we make a shit ton of fucking money. And another way that we increase our wins while protecting our overall position is by adding. We add to winners. And the reason why we add to fucking winners is very simple. It's to increase the fucking gains, and we set the profit stop to protect the new average cost. One small winning confirmation in our favor literally protects our new risks that we're putting in when we're adding into that position. And I'm telling you, when we fucking add, the trade just goes up like fucking crazy 9 out of fucking 10 times. So it's worth fucking adding and taking that risk. We do not add to losers. One thing we do is when we're down a lot percentage-wise on a play, We buy a second strike, size in a little bit heavier on the second fucking strike, and that second strike tends to be timed much better, and it tends to go up a fuck ton of percentages because we timed it a lot better than the first trade. But even if we don't time the first trade right, there's been plenty of trades since we trade the trend, and we go far out, but like close enough where the trade can still go in the money. So in that particular situation, 70% of the time when we're down 50% plus, it's what we call dead play, it comes back to life and it goes in the money. And in that particular situation, we could be down 70, 80, 90% from our initial entry. We'll still make 100% plus. And then the second strike, multiple 100% plus to 1,000% plus. Every single month, we have over a dozen trades that go up over 1,000%. In at least 3 of those trades, we sell for a 1,000% return. If you make a 1,000% return, that means you can have 9 consecutive losses and still be overall green in that particular situation. I'm telling you, you need a strong foundation as a trader. And in terms of putting yourself in a situation where you have a strong foundation, it's to buy something that is cheap, that is low risk, where you don't need a stop loss, that has unlimited profit potential, where you can make unlimited percentage gains, right? You can put in small amounts of money. You can put in $50, $100, and you can flip that to multiple hundred to $1,000 plus within one single trade. That is the best foundation you can have as a trader, and figuring out how to do that with a high win rate is possible. It's not playing the fucking lottery. It's not fucking gambling. It's a real system that works. We trade the trend. We hold with the trend. We could be down 50 to 90% on a play. It comes back to life because we're trading the fucking trend. That's why. And we're going far out, but close enough to where if the trade isn't timed fucking right, it's still close enough to go in the fucking money as long as we hold the trade. And we're able to hold the trade because there's no stop loss. The only way the trade doesn't work in a sense is if you let the contract expire 0 and go to worthless. If you are green on the trade before it goes in the money, you set a profit stop. When you're up 15%, you get stopped out for profit. You leave and hold runners to sell deep in the money for massive gains. And we add to winners to increase the fucking winnings. So I'm putting you on to a system that works for many people with inside of Team Rawr. So if you like to surround yourself in our secured private organization, man, I'm telling you, man, we have people fucking crushing it every single fucking day in here, man. It's the first link down below within the description. If you would like to join us, you gain access to our community and you gain access to our real-time zero-date option trade alert system. Ninja said he's looking for a long-term leap play on SPY calls. I'm going to be looking forward to that, man, because in terms of Ninja, the long-term plays, the leaps, the swing trades, they always fucking work, man. Ninja literally called out the Trump play when it was at $10. I timed the dip perfectly. When the Trump coin went from fucking 75 all the way down to 31, I called out the dip perfectly at $34. And then I did it again. I did it back to back. I called it literally at the same fucking price twice. Both of the times I fucking called out, it was the exact fucking lows, and it fucking doubled, man. It's like losing is a personal fucking choice if you are inside of this fucking group and you follow the fucking instructions, man. Like I said, the format's not going to work out for everyone. Not everyone's going to be able to win, but there's many of traders in here who are consistently fucking making money and consistently fucking printing like fucking crazy. So if you're serious about trading, that's what we do. We trade non-fucking stop. It's the first link down below within the description. In terms of my overall option trades, man, overall price action today, I was not to my liking. So I mainly sat on the sidelines. I did follow, the trades within Team Rawr, and those worked out well. But in terms of my overall trading, man, I really didn't feel the need to call anything out because the price action, it was just not my liking, man. Like, if we're just fucking sitting for hours and hours and the moves aren't big, it's going to be less likely that I call out a fucking play. I mean, especially when I was already up a fuck ton on the Trump play that I hit back to fucking back. So, yeah, man, like I just like to wait. I like to wait for those best fucking setups. Like, when we're just stagnant like this for fucking hours and it's not moving that much, you're not going to really see me doing much, especially on far the money options. You have to be extremely careful. On far the money options, if the price action is extremely slow and choppy and there's no big fucking moves, it's like you better be setting that fucking profit stop, because in that particular situation, man, it's going to be a lot tougher to trade far the money option 0-day contracts, right? But I just really like to focus on the big overall moves, and I just wasn't seeing too many crazy big moves on the overall day, and price action wasn't within my liking. the levels could have been a little bit better. But I mean, overall, in terms of like predictability, if you use the levels and what I taught you, I'd say everyone really should have been in calls past like 11:30 a.m., right around the time we're kind of Rawr alerted as well. Those were the main times for calls, man. It hit 60150 so fucking early, which is why I said in last night's video, it's likely going to drop first if there's a red bearish 30-minute candlestick confirmation. Shortly enough, it drops, and then it hits the fucking perfect fucking level. I mean, if you just looked in the fucking pre-market, it fucking gapped up, break and retest, fucking rockets. It's like, it was pretty common fucking sense if you watch the video to buy call options basically like past 11. If we're already at 60150 at market fucking open and we've consolidated for 2 fucking hours above the previous resistance and we've already hit 60150 and we're that fucking early, it's like, dude, if you weren't in fucking calls like at 11:30, 12 p.m., it's like, I don't know what the fuck you were doing, dude. If you watch the fucking content I give you, it's like this confirmation, and the perfect fucking play, it's like calls towards that range, right? It's just in terms of the main reasoning based off of price action why I don't like it. When I'm trading far the money options, I really like big fucking moves. And in terms of like how SPY was moving, it was so fucking slow and the moves weren't fucking big. In that situation, you could try something that's closer into the money. There's other strategies you can do with that. But we like to focus on far the money option contracts. It's extremely cheap. It's extremely low risk. It has the biggest percentage gains. But I'm telling you, if we're in a slow overall market, in terms of like, just look at the fucking chart, man. These past couple days has been fairly slow and fucking choppy. And I'll be able to see that because I don't just jump in on a fucking play. I'm not the one to trade in the morning as well. Like I said, I'll follow some of the trades within Teamr in the morning because they fucking print. But I'm not the one to just jump the fuck in on something that's fucking slow and fucking choppy and fucking stagnant. And especially in terms of the levels that we've been trading at as of lately, these haven't been the best overall levels, from a technical point of view, especially to buy calls, but the overall market's been bullish. So it's like you got to adjust to buying those calls at those overbought fucking levels, man. Because I'm telling you, within fucking time, we're just going to fucking trend up to fucking 620. So that's what I got to say, man. Listen, if you're serious about making fucking money, use the game plans, make your fucking money, and join Team Rawr, man. This fucking group, this community, this group is serious about making fucking money non-fucking stop. What we do is print. We print non-fucking stop. We print during the morning, we print during the middle of the day, print during power fucking hour, print when the market's fucking closing out, the fucking crypto. It's like, dude, we fucking print. That's what we do. Like I said, man, Ninja's gonna drop the fucking play when he sees it, man. Fucking Ninja's swing trades and leap plays, they're fucking insane. It's gonna be fucking crazy when he drops it, man. He said he's waiting for it, he's researching it, he's gonna drop the fucking play when it happens. I'm telling you, you guys have to be fucking patient and trust the fucking process. If we're not making much trades, that's fucking good. Trust me, we're not making a lot of fucking trades. That's good. You don't want us making a lot of fucking trades. We're trading far out of the money 0-day options, right? They are extremely difficult to trade in slower market conditions and choppiness. We're focused on doing what's best for our style of trading, which is far out of the money options, which means when the market's more slow like this, we're going to have to adapt accordingly and trade fucking less. So be fucking happy because that's a part of the process. If all you're going to do is trade far the money option contracts, then that comes to with adapting within the market. And if you don't adapt, then you're going to have to be able to afford, as you're taking those risks, right? Trading setups that aren't as good, you're going to have to be able to afford those fucking red days and red fucking weeks. And nobody fucking wants that, man. I mean, you could still be profitable with multiple red months. There's people who are profitable with like 2 or 3 red months, and then the rest are all fucking green months. You still could be that, but a lot of small accounts are not going to be able to stomach that overall fucking pain, and it's going to be more of a learning experience in that fucking situation. So we're trying to do what's best for the overall group. We're well aware we have a lot of people with fucking small accounts as well. There's a fuck ton of members. The group is at new all-time highs every single fucking day. So just be patient and trust the fucking process. You guys just need to understand there's going to be some weeks where there's like 10 fucking trades in a single day. And the next fucking week, there's 2 trades a day. Just stick with the overall process. Trust the process. Be fucking patient. We're responding and adapting to the market accordingly with far out of the money 0-day option. To be very strategic with the way that you trade these far out of the money 0-day option. In terms of my own experience, you're going to see me trading them less when the market is choppy, slow, not at the best overall levels, and price action is just not overall there, man. I'm looking for big moves at the best fucking levels possible. I'm looking for the best fucking trades, man. So it's gonna take time, but you just gotta stick with the overall process and trust it, man. The market flips like fucking crazy. It can go from being really slow one week, and then the next week, it's the complete fucking inverse. It can go from 2 trades a fucking day to 10 trades a fucking day. 2 trades a day for the next 5 days, 10 trades a day for the next 5 days. It's like, it can be like that. It is fucking insane, man. That's why I'm saying, be fucking patient. Never force a fucking play. The easiest way to lose money is to force a fucking play. That's the easiest way to lose money. If you ever try to force anything, you're going to fucking lose it. So just don't force the fucking play. You force a fucking play, you'll lose the fucking play. You already lost. So if you ever have that emotion as you're entering into a trade where you think or you feel as if you're forcing it, you've already lost. Don't make the fucking trade, man. I'm telling you, the best fucking trades just come, but you got to wait. You got to be patient. You got to be disciplined, man. I sit here, I watch this market all fucking day. No fucking trades because it doesn't make any fucking sense. I'm not going to fucking do it. I want the best trades fucking possible, man. So just be patient with the process. We're going to fucking destroy it. If you guys want to trade alongside with us, it's the first link down below within the description.